Hi Gemini, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another You versus Them. Gemini, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action we can expect in this connection. And Gems, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you, leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back all my subscribers and welcome in newcomers. Gemini spirit. Alright, newcomers, I'm setting down two sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center, I'm going to have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies. If this is your reading, Gemini, you'll know which side you resonate best with. For me, this is going to be person A here and person B here. Bottom of my deck, I have the Ten of Wands. Somebody is very burdened, very overwhelmed. Why? I don't know. Let's see. From the first look at the cards here, Gemini, I do feel one person is not communicating now. They're saying, yeah, I know this tower has happened between us. I might as well let it fall and not, rekindle anything or start any communication with them because they never wanted anything long term with me anyway. I've done a lot of work on myself. I've healed my own broken heart, and it's time now not to focus on the past. I would rather focus on the future because I've realized that maybe I was dealing with a liar or somebody who was cheating on me or they ghosted me, so whatever. So there's a lack of communication. The other person, they either want to fight for the connection or they feel there's been a fight between the two of you. This person wants to return. They want to return. They feel they shouldn't have taken their person's love for granted. Now it's like they're very disappointed. It's like I should have invested with them when the time was right. Why did I take this person's love for granted? They're very, very all over the place, very scattered, and they want to end the stagnancy, but they're very burdened, overwhelmed with the thought, I think, that maybe the other person has lost love for them. Okay, that's my first thought, of course, Gemini. I'm going to clarify all these cards for you. But before that, let me ask the universe. Spirit, what's really going on with Gemini and their person? Why are they both feeling this way currently? Gemini and their person, Spirit. Right, so the first card here says, soon. Something may be happening sooner than you expect. Maybe somebody wants to return back, reach out. Self-love. Focus on loving yourself. It increases your attractiveness. I think one person's pulling back has made the other person maybe admire them or respect them more. The third card here says children. Children may play an important role in this connection. So maybe somebody was being childish here, or they were dealing with somebody younger, or kids, or somebody who, maybe, I don't know what this children card is. It's a general reading. It will relate differently to all of you. But maybe that I feel it was just childish behavior, or maybe somebody was dealing with maybe a child who didn't allow them to be in this connection or something. So before I clarify these cards, Gemini, let's also do your dialogue message cards here. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other now, what that would be, and then we'll clarify the rest. Gemini and their person, Spirit. Gemini and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Gemini and their person, Spirit. Alright, let's take a few more from another deck, Gemini. Gemini and their person, Spirit. Gemini and their person, Spirit. Alright, let's take a few more from a third deck as well, Gemini, and then we'll start the reading. Gemini and their person, Spirit. Last one. Alright, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Gemini, if any of you looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here says, I'm willing to offer an olive branch to you if I'm able to communicate with you. I would gladly accept an olive branch from you. I long for peace and I miss you. I never loved anyone the way that I love you. I didn't expect to feel so much, but your stone-cold silence broke me. The pain is like grief. It feels like my lover died and I died along with them. The ball is in your court now, as I've done everything I can to get this connection to move along. We are at a standstill now until you come forward with your feelings and put the wheels in motion. I get so frustrated by the intense telepathy, the dreams, and the strong sexual energy, even though I'm alone. Your hunger and desire for me has been burning up, but you're nowhere to be found. The passion is an all consuming, unextinguishable fire, and it's driving me crazy. Do you really believe I'm the one for you? It was just not the right time for us. Just know that I'm sorry. Your intuition was right. One should not trust outsiders. It breaks my heart to know that I broke your pure heart. I don't feel as though I'm good enough for you. Let's meet and fulfill each other's fantasies. I cried all night, wondering why you weren't sleeping next to me. I thought the grass was going to be greener on the other side, but it wasn't. Alright, so somebody messed up here. Alright, so these were some of your messages, Gemini. If these were resonating with your storyline, let's start the reading. I'm going to first focus on this side, who I'll be addressing as person A. This side is person B for me. And the reason, Gemini newcomers, I'm not guessing which side you're on, because I could be dealing with two Geminis on either side. But if this is your reading, you'll immediately pick up which side you're on, who this other person is for you. And yes, it can be a love interest, spouse, ex, secret crush, could even be a business partner, best friend, maybe a co-worker, relative maybe. So please use your own judgment. It is a general reading. So person A, let's start with you. Why the Eight of Wands in reverse for you? Why the Eight of Wands in reverse in your emotions and your feelings? Yeah, person A says, what's the point? What's the point in communicating this with this person? They were so selfish and so self-centered, and they're only attention seeking. All they want is my attention, but they don't want to give me anything. I don't want to deal with somebody who's coming, in and out of my life, maybe just for passion and then leaving me out in the cold. It's like person A is calling judgment on the other person and saying, there's no point talking to you anymore because I've seen through you. Right? So, Tower in reverse. What's the Tower in reverse for you? Yeah, person A says there was no foundation here. They built, whatever they built with me was built on sand. It came crumbling down. So instead of rebuilding with a selfish individual who I know was just in it for some fun, why even think of a rebuild? Let me just give up altogether. I'm going to drop this connection now. I'm taking back my power. I'm taking back my strength, and I'm going to hold back from them. I'm not interested, because person A seems very upset and very angry. They, I think, have spent enough time contemplating what happened, why it happened, maybe spent a lot of time in stress and anxiety and sleepless nights, maybe figured out that the other person was keeping secrets from them. I think person A was very, very keen on, this connection maybe at one point, which they felt could go the long haul, and, we can have something long-term together. But they felt that this person, they were selfish, attention-seeking, they never made the choice. They were probably giving to more than me anyway. They were breadcrumbing me. Why do you feel this way, person A? Person A says because finally they never offered me any commitment. Yeah, maybe person A found out some information about person B lying to them, or some lies were discovered about the other person. I think that's when person A realized that, yeah, this is an unfair situation. I have to now move on. I have to now not look backwards, because this is never going to change. I'm going to now heal my own broken heart. So I think person A, once they found out that this was all a lie, I think this person A started picking themselves up and saying, yeah, I have to start focusing on myself. There is no offer here. There is nothing going to stay, there is no offer coming from them. They are not ready to build with me. Maybe they realized that they were not seen or respected, or there was a lack of victory in this connection. I think person A finally realized, I have to move towards my own happiness. I can't rely on this person coming back to offer me anything, especially after I know what I know. I don't know what they found out, but after they found that out, I think person A quickly, pulled out their sword and said, you know what, I'm not going to be foolish here. I have to protect my energy. This person is forever making unwise and foolish choices, and if they can't choose me, then I'm going to choose myself. And that's when I think the tower happened and everything crumbled around both of you. Okay, so then tell me, person A, how do you see the connection currently? How do you see person B? How do you feel about this connection right now? Five of Cups in reverse. Person A says, I'm not looking at the past anymore. Too much time has gone by anyway. And all they continued to do was play mind games with me. They made me feel actually that I was not good enough for them. And they made me feel that there was something wrong with me, or they just wanted to control everything. And they were being a narcissist, and it was always their way or the highway. So person A says, how can I feel passion for somebody like that, Omkaratarot? I don't want somebody to just come and give me some fun and passion. I want something more than that. I need a cup full of love to be given to me. And if they can't give it to me, then I'm turning my world around to find maybe somebody else who will offer that to me. Till then, I'm going to be in self-love. I will love myself first. I'll save all that love that I have in my heart for the new person who comes into my life. This I realized was maybe just a toxic connection or a karmic connection which I have to release now. Right? So that's the reason I think person A has given up hope of any communication or is not reaching out. So tell me about the Seven of Swords as well. Person A says, yeah, they were treating me like a third party. They were lying, they were cheating, they were, having fun elsewhere as well. And they were just keeping me emotionally stuck so that I would not move on. Always playing hot and cold with me, never opening up their emotions. So this was like a mind game that they played with me. Alright, so what action person A will finally take, I will open later. Gemini, let's go to the other side, see how person B is feeling, and then we'll do the action cards together. So person B, how are you feeling about this now? Five of Wands. What's the Five of Wands? Yeah, they know. They know that whatever fight or whatever happened, they are realizing that they were the cause. That person A's heart got broken, or they feel I never, valued them, I didn't respect them. They know that they caused a heartbreak towards person A, which they are now, I think, feeling bad about. They want to end the fight. They are devastated that the tower came down between the two of you after this fight, and now they're not even sure if person A actually wants them back, but they definitely want to return back. Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they are still hoping that, maybe the chapter's not shut down. I made a mistake, I was foolish, maybe I can come back, maybe I can end the fight. They are very depressed and very sad because they had an opportunity for the Ten of Cups. I don't think this person took it. This card came out sideways. So that tells me that they always somewhere back of their mind knew that this was a soulmate bond. We can have a happily ever after, but they never took it. And they lost it, I feel. Okay, so then tell me, why do you feel this way, person B? Queen of Cups in reverse. They took that person's love for granted, I think. They just felt that, oh, this person is so loving, so kind, they'll always keep giving me, and I can do what I want. Maybe I can, squander my energy or something meanwhile. Yeah, check out my other options. I think person B took person A's love for granted, that they will always love me. They're always there for me, and they'll always, offer me an equal give and take. Meanwhile, maybe I'm not ready right now. Maybe I should go and check out my other options. And now they're very disappointed. They feel when I had an opportunity, I knew this person was loving and kind and generous, and we could have a happily ever after. Why didn't I invest when the time was right? They missed out on an opportunity, which they still don't want to, but now they don't know how to make it work. Yeah, they're very frustrated. They're very, very frustrated because I think this person had a choice in the past and they chose the wrong direction. So it's like now they're very insecure. They feel, what if the other person doesn't even love me anymore? What if they've dropped me? What if they've given up on me? Now they're sitting in their loneliness. Now they are the ones who are feeling lack. Now they are feeling angry. They're feeling jealous. And they're feeling that what if person A is the one with the options now? I mean, this person really wants a second chance with person A. At least that's what they're wishing and hoping for. That maybe, because they're looking at their future. They're looking at their future and they see person A as their shining star. This is my wish come true. I wish I could build with them again. But the problem here is that they did what they did. Even they are acknowledging, yes, I lied to them, I cheated on them, I kept secrets from them. Now, how do I go and unbreak all that I did? I disrespected my person in the past. So as much as they want to now come back and come towards person A, they don't know how to make the wrongs right. Even though, of course, they are hoping the connection hasn't ended, but they are very angry right now, I think more at themselves. Okay, so person B, tell me then, how do you see the connection currently? How do you see person A? How do you feel about this connection right now as I'm doing the reading? Temperance in reverse. They're feeling very, very unsettled. Yeah, they're feeling very unsettled. They don't know what to do. They feel they made the wrong choice in the past. This person is scared. Now they are the ones who are having stress and sleepless nights. Now they are seeing things from different perspectives. They're putting themselves in person A's shoes and now understanding why person A was so angry and upset with them. They're doing all these question answers in their own head. It's like they ask a question and they give the answer to themselves from person A's side, and they're recognizing why person A got so upset and angry and why they gave up on me. So, Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles for you, person B. Yeah, they are very scared that this connection is over. Yeah, they feel, what if the choice has already been made? What if my... no, sorry. No, person B says, no, I want the stagnancy to end. I want the stagnancy to end. My God, this person is very serious now. Now they're seeing person A as their happiness. I think this person is ready to commit as long as person A can forget about everything that happened in the past. It's like if they're wishing they could just have a brand new start. Like they want person A to see them as somebody who's different, somebody who's not a player, somebody who's not selfish, but somebody who's mature, ready to take responsibility. They want person A to see them as their counterpart. They're ready to offer everything and more. It's like, I want everything. I want to give you everything. I want to grow old with you. I want to, home, hearth, children, family, everything with you. So they want to make their wrongs right. They want to travel towards person A or, come towards person A. But the only problem is they don't know if person A even wants them back anymore. Because person A is not talking to them. Alright, so let's see then what actions you guys will take then. I'm going to take another deck for this one, Gemini. And while I shuffle this deck now, may I please remind you, if the storyline has been resonating, to please let me know. You can do that by tapping the thumbs up button or leaving me a comment. And newcomers, repeating viewers, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. We welcome you in. So person A action from your end towards person B or otherwise in your own life. Person A's action. Page of Swords in reverse. What's the Page of Swords in reverse as an action? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, person A says, I found out something about them, Omkaratarot, and after that I decided to hold back from them. Yeah, I think somewhere person A was hoping that the other person would reach out and explain things to them or apologize to them, but they haven't done anything. Like there's been crickets. If person A wasn't talking, person B was also not talking. So I think person A has come to the conclusion that, yeah, maybe I was right. They are a player. They got what they wanted and then they ran off. So according to person A, if they feel whatever they heard then was the right thing. They were just petty, they were selfish, they were self-centered, and I did hope for some time that that wasn't true and they would come back and explain or apologize, but they didn't. So I'm sticking to my original intuitive thought that yes, I was dealing with the player, and that's why this connection came to a halt. All right, so person B, what about you? Action from your end towards person A or otherwise in your own life? The Lovers in reverse. Have you made up your mind, or you think person A has now decided against you? What's the Lovers in reverse? Seven of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Six of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Four of Swords. This person is devastated. They have made up their mind. They want to come towards person A with a very strong offer, but they are somewhere also expecting to be disappointed in case person A doesn't accept their offer. I think they're a little scared. They're a little scared of what person A will say. Maybe they'll cut my head off. I don't know. So this person is, I think, just scared that person A is, or let me just give them a little more time, or they are still healing. I don't know. Person B, you're not making it clear. I think you're using excuses more than anything else. What have you made up your mind? What do you intend to do in the next 7 days? Tell me. Person B, what do you intend to do in your life or towards person A? Hierophant, Ace of Pentacles again, and the Three of Wands. See, again, this person's intentions are good. It's like, yeah, I want to offer them a stable, brand new beginning. I'm very serious that I want commitment with them. But you know what? I'll just wait here for a little bit more. I'll just wait here for a little while more. Maybe they are at a distance. I don't know. Maybe they feel when the timing is right, then I'll go towards them, let them heal till then. Maybe they'll forget about whatever I did in the past till then. So as much as their intentions are good, I don't really see them making a move. So tell me about the Ten of Wands. I think this person is guilty, and that's the reason also they are shirking from coming towards person A, even with that big offer, is because they know they caused a big betrayal in the past. They're very overwhelmed and burdened by their actions of the past. What's the Ten of Wands? Tell me. What's the Ten of Wands as the overall energy spirit for Gemini's reading? Is this person A saying that I'm done with the person B, or is this person B feeling burdened and overwhelmed because they betrayed person A? Knight of Cups, okay. Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Justice, Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. I think this is person A who says, I'm tired of carrying the burden of this connection. They want peace in their life. They don't want to go backwards into a place of conflict. It's like, you know what? I'm done with the past, which was really, really heavy for me to carry. It's kept me stuck for a very long time. I think person A is manifesting brand new love in their life. They want a new love who gives them not just romance, but also will stand up to them and be there for the long haul. I want someone to commit to me. I want a balanced, good connection. So they could be kind of focusing on their future and walking away from the past. They feel I've done the 10. I've done my karma with this person, and I need to drop this and start anew with somebody fresh, somebody new, because they have accepted the ending after the huge betrayal they went through. Maybe they were expecting an apology, but I don't think that's come. And now we know why, because I think person B is just scared about what person A might say. Their intentions are good, but they still haven't come forward. All right, so that's what I have for you, gems. Till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste.